All right, so we here, man. This is Quintessential Conversation. I had to have it. I'm here with my baby sis,
Hey y'all.
Nasha, NJE in the building. I can't wait to do this. Hold up. We just getting started, man. We just getting started. I got this thing. Listen to this intro. You dig? Let's go. Quintessential Conversations. I appreciate you pulling up on me. You ain't even pull up on me. Like, this is a family resident. You know,
Been here.
I hope everybody been enjoying their holidays. You know, Quintessential Conversations. Gwynette's on X Malone, NJE. What's poppin'?
Oh, nothing much. Just trying to recover from all the food I ate yesterday.
Man, everybody was big eating. I'm talking about greens everywhere.
Greens, beans, potatoes.
Shout out to my dog Remix, Sway. You know what I mean? Every holiday he make a killing off that song.
I bet.
Make a killing off the song. So I had to take this opportunity to get one of the biggest YouTube sensations out right now.
Okay.
You know what I mean? To have a conversation. I mean, she trying to cap a little bit like she ain't fi. But right now, you should be checking this young lady out. Before we get into it, can you bless them with your Instagram and all your social media?
Yes, so you can follow me on Instagram at NJ Eberhardt. And then also on YouTube, NJ Eberhardt. I have a Twitter, but I haven't tweeted since forever. And we already know what Elon Musk is doing with Twitter, so...
So it ain't gonna be no tweets going on right here. Yeah. All right. So, but most definitely tap in with her on YouTube. Can you go ahead and tell them why they need to tap in with you on YouTube? You know what I mean?
Yeah, so I do a lot of natural hair content. So I do product reviews. I talk about different techniques that have been working for my hair as far as maintaining its health and making it grow long.
Yeah. And y'all see how look at it. Look at the luster.
Yes.
Look at that luster in her hair. You know what I'm saying? Let your soul glow. Just let it shine through. And behind the scenes, you know, this is definitely a family affair. I got my son Jay, got Leah behind it. You know what I mean? Where did this whole we gonna start from the height. We're gonna start from the height. You know what I mean? Right now, y'all should be checking in and locking in to her YouTube channel. If not, you slow. Ladies, if you need your edges right, or you need, something that get
a wash and go, twist out, braid out, got it all.
Right. Since we there, let's go ahead and talk about that. I hear a lot of people say, I like to have a weave on or something like that to be protective. Now, I can't talk. Now, most of y'all know me. Y'all know I'm bald as a eagle around here. So I can't talk about nobody with hair. So is it a way to have a protective style and have your natural hair?
Yes, so you can do wigs and braids and things like that. The only thing is with anything, it can be bad. Even with water. You drink too much water, you can die. So with any good thing, there can be potential bad things going on.
Right.
So it's just for wigs, for example, with natural hair is naturally dry. The environment, even our clothes, hair rubbing against clothes, it can cause our hair to break. So people wear braids or wigs as protective styles because their hair is hidden. Their hair isn't going to be affected by the environment or the, rubbing up against your clothes and stuff like that. The only thing is when people keep it in for too long. Because you still have to maintain your hair underneath the wig and the braids. You still got to wash it. You still need to add some moisture to it because I already said your hair dry. Our hair is just naturally dry automatically.
Dry.
And so it's when people don't do those things while they got the wigs on and the braids. That's what happens. Also for, incorrect installation of wigs. If you get the glue on your edges, it's probably going to make your edges fall out. So for those of you who wear the glue wigs, the front lace wigs, you just have to make sure that you got it, further down on your forehead so that the glue don't get to your edges. Now, I can't wear lace front wigs. I had a stylist. She was doing my hair. She said, you can never wear wigs. And I was like, why? She was like, your forehead too little.
You ain't got enough of it.
Right, because you have to make sure it's not on your hair. So you have to bring it further down. And, you know, look, I don't have a forehead. I got a 3 head. So then putting the wig on gonna make me have a 2 head.
You go, ooh,
it's gonna be at my eyebrow.
Right there, right above your eyebrow. They gonna be like, man, what is you thinking? You be like, hair, nothing but a hole. Hey,
exactly.
So if you do not maintain the hair that is under,
yes, your own hair,
you still gonna come out in a losing battle.
Right. There's nothing to protect if you're not, you know, maintaining your hair underneath.
All right, so now we in the holidays, and we was eating good while we was eating good. I was showing a TikTok came up on my phone, and my phone was up, right? So Pops, seen the TikTok video, and it just happened to be a video of a man getting like one of the man wigs. Have you ever seen one of the guys get one of the man wigs?
Not in person, at least not that I can recall. They be doing a good job, so maybe I have been around someone that was rocking the man wig, but from what I can recall, I haven't seen it in person, but I've seen videos of the installation and all that.
I know you booed up. I know you booed up. You know what I'm saying? I know you booed up. We ain't gonna talk about that. Or we might get into that. You know what I mean? Talk about booed up, because I know a couple guys out here looking like, dang, she kind of cute, but no, she off limits, bro.
I am.
She off limits.
Sorry.
From me, not as a brother, and you know what I mean, and she got somebody else too. But before we get into that, what if somebody tried to talk to you and they had one of the man wigs on? You going for it or not?
If they're a good person, if they check off all the other boxes.
What are the other boxes? What are other boxes?
They're kind, got a good head on their shoulders. They love Jesus. They love their family. If they check off everything else, then I won't mind a man wig. Because, look, I know I be waking up looking like Celie sometimes. So I feel like if they can deal with that, I can deal with a man wig.
All right, so yeah, man wig. We gonna get back into to the conversation. This is Quintessential Conversations. This your dog Gwynette's on X Malone, the brand building boss. We here. I got NJE. Tell them your social media one more time.
Okay, so you can follow me on Instagram at NJ Eberhardt, not MJ, NJ. And then you can also follow me on YouTube at NJ Eberhardt. Also, I have all kinds of natural hair content. I'm trying to get a little bit into fashion content too as well, just a little bit. Yeah. Especially on my Instagram, I do vacation content because I try to stay gone.
Out of here. Why you like to travel so much?
I just like experiencing other cultures, experience how other people around the world live, especially their food. Their food be good.
Oh, so you like to eat?
I like to eat. Yeah, that's the main thing. I gotta figure out what I'm eating at these different places. That's the main thing. But yeah, just getting to know what other people are like. There's other people. This world is huge. There's other people besides Americans.
So where you done been?
Oh, I done been everywhere. Well, not really everywhere. In my opinion, it's everywhere. But to, people that travel all the time, it's really nothing. But I stay in the Caribbean a lot. I've been to the Dominican Republic, the Bahamas, Jamaica, Haiti. I've been to St. Lucia. St. Lucia is beautiful. I loved St. Lucia. It was really nice. I've been to Mexico. I've been to Costa Rica. I've been to Colombia. I've been to Europe. The UK, France.
See, that's why this conversation is most definitely quintessential. You know what I mean? Because you a young black woman that is, not defined to her city, but most definitely world travel.
Yeah, I try. Like I said, there's so many beautiful people around this world. And I've also noticed there's black people everywhere.
Man, there's always been black people everywhere.
Black people everywhere. When I went to France, because, you don't really think about black people in France, but there is black people in France. People coming up to me speaking French, and I had to look at them like, I'm so sorry. I don't speak French.
I don't know what you're talking about, bro. I don't know what you're
Right.
talking about us saying, bro.
Like all in Colombia, large Dominican Republic. Like, look, I blend in the Dominican Republic. I blend in except for when I open my mouth. But if I'm just sitting there, I blend in.
Yeah. I mean, but that is a true testament that we've been everywhere on every continent, you know, before you know they were recording, you know, the true information. All right, so where you know, since you got all that depth, where you graduated from? Tell everybody where you graduated from.
I graduated from the University of Georgia. Go Dogs! We about to win another championship this year.
It took so long.
Oh my gosh!
Get one of
It took so many years of me just being disappointed. I mean, to be quite honest, if you a Georgia sports fan in general,
yeah,
you used to being disappointed. But last year, I was like, did this really happen? Because first it was the Braves.
Yes. No, soccer.
Atlanta
United. Shout out
Atlanta United. But that was like 2-3 years ago.
Yeah.
But they broke the curse.
Yeah, they broke it. And they let the floodgates open.
They did. And then baseball happened last year.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my gosh. Because the last time we won was like in the 90s, like when I was a child,
Man,
a baby.
Shout out to our grandma. Josephine. Yo,
yes.
#1 Braves fan forever. Yo, she used to die hard Braves fan.
The reason why I'm a Braves fan, because I don't think I would have been. But, I was kind of forced, because, she had that big screen TV. And she wouldn't let nobody watch it. That was her TV, so we had to watch what she watched, and she watched the Braves game, and that's what we watched.
And you better like it. If you don't,
right?
You go outside.
Outside.
Yo, shout out to Josephine. She was the true testament of, you know what I mean, staying down till you come up, man. I guess that's why I'm a Braves fan to this day. So you went to the University of Georgia. What'd you study?
I studied accounting, so I have my bachelor's in accounting, and I also have my master's in accounting. Yes, ooh, a lot of blood, sweat, and tears.
Them numbers.
I am.
I hear a lot about accounting. I heard that you know what I mean. They said if I would have went to school and been an accountant, my head still would have looked like this.
It's a lot of stuff you got to pack in your brain. But disclaimer, because a lot of people think I do taxes. And there's more to accountants than taxes. I do not do taxes. You don't want me doing your taxes.
They gonna come get you.
Literally, IRS will come looking for you. So I cannot do your taxes. I have another accountant, and people think it's funny because I'm an accountant. But I have an accountant friend that does my taxes because she does taxes. I do everything but taxes.
See, a lot of people don't understand there are specific roles and lanes for everyone. Everybody be trying to dibble and dabble in everybody else's lane, and that's where you start messing up. Sometimes you just gotta do what you do best.
Yes, and some people do dibble and dabble, but I knew from classes, the tax classes was the class I was struggling the most. Everything else, it came pretty quickly, but those tax classes, because what people don't understand is that, other accounting for businesses like revenue, expenses, that typically it stays the same. Yeah. There's changes here and there, but it typically stays the same. Tax laws change every year.
Yeah, and it changes for who? What your boy Donald Trump said. Well, if you want me to you pay my taxes, just change the tax codes. But you won't. Because your donors and your same people that help you out get breaks off the same tax code.
Exactly.
That's why they have to change them all the time.
Right, because, they let's find another loophole. Let's find another something to make the rich richer. But anyways, yes, I don't do taxes, so don't
hit you for them taxes.
No, don't do it.
But if you need to know about them natural hair care products,
you can hit me up. You can watch my videos, all of that.
So where did that whole inspiration? Because seeing you grow up, I done seen you grow up from like a young little. I remember holding you in my arms. You know what I'm saying? And now you just like full grown woman now. You're like, where did all of that come from?
So I feel like I've always loved hair. I
You ain't got no
remember doing
choice.
my doll's hair. I didn't like getting my hair done. I know I used to cry. Our
Rest in
Aunt
peace, Aunt
Shirley. Ooh. Oh man, she like I'd be crying. She told me shut up and all this stuff. So I didn't like getting my own hair done, but I had a bunch of dolls and I used to do their hair. I used
Right.
to cut their hair, all kinds of stuff. They wasn't bald headed. It would be like a cute little bob. I wasn't one of those kids that cut them bald. I would make like a cute little hairstyle. I would wash their hair and all that. So I've always had a love for hair.
Okay.
And then I want to say around high school, you know, you really start caring about how you look
Yeah,
and
trying to get fly.
going into college. So I had a relaxer since the 3rd grade. I was
Now?
relaxed.
Now?
Well,
I was about to
from
say, put
3rd
that out.
grade till I graduated from college, I had a relaxer. And I was always trying to figure out, like, you know, why is my hair not growing? Why don't I have hair down my back like when I was natural as a kid? So I got on YouTube and I found this one YouTuber named You Love Megs. And she was doing stuff to her relaxed hair and it was growing long. So I was like, okay, let me start following her. So I started following her tips. And I was like, okay, I see some results. But I hated getting the actual relaxer. Like sitting in the chair, your scalp is on fire, but you can't do nothing. You just have to sit there because if you wash it out too soon, your hair ain't gonna be straight. And you did all that for no reason.
All that pain.
All the pain. So I was like, there's gotta be something other than this. So then I stumbled upon this other YouTuber. Her name is Natural85, and she had natural hair. And she didn't have like that silky, loose curls that we kind of normally see.
What she had?
She had kinky,
Oh.
thick, very tightly curled hair, but her hair was so long. And I
Shout
was
out
like,
to all my people with the kinky long hair that
That's
say
me.
it can't be done. You know what I mean? Pop
Type
the curls
4.
on it.
type 4 hair. Ain't no
Type
type 3,
4.
ain't no type 2, type 4.
I don't even know what that means because I'm type 0. I ain't got none, but hey, dang, I didn't even know they had severity levels of
So
curliness.
it's just like your curl pattern.
Okay.
So type 1 is straight. Type 2 is
No,
wavy.
type 0, none.
Right. Type
Type-
0 is none. Type 1 is straight. Type 2 is wavy.
Okay.
Type 3 is curl, but like looser curls.
Uh-huh.
And then type 4 is when you get into the kinky curls
Full
texture.
Negro.
Right. And then even within that, you have type 4A, 4B, 4C.
See, because it's
So-
all different colors, kinds
Right.
of Negroes. So
Right.
everybody got their own.
Yeah, everyone. And even people who are consider themselves type 4A, even their hair isn't the same.
Totally different.
It can still be different, react to products differently. But the typing system is more so a way to help you kind of figure out what
Understand.
products will work for you, what kind of techniques will work for you. But I saw Natural85 and I was like, man, her hair is beautiful. And I was like, okay, how can I go natural? Can I just, is there something I can do to make me go natural? And when I found out that you either have to shave your head and start over or let your hair grow out a little bit and then cut that off, I was like, dang, maybe I don't want to go natural right now. So it took me a while to get up the courage. Some of my friends start going natural. My friend Kelsey, she went natural. I had a friend Kiana that went natural.
Yeah.
And I was like, just do it. Just do it. So for about...
Shout out to all my natural black women out here. Shout out to y'all, because y'all, hey, regardless of, what go on, y'all put in that extra effort every day.
And just someone seeing you can inspire them
Most
to
definitely.
embrace their natural hair. Because my friends weren't like, oh, you should do it. You should go natural. I don't even think we really had too many conversations about it. But just seeing them
Right.
embrace their natural hair made me want to.
Man, man, that's why I always tell, and I be, my wife wear her hair natural. And when we got together, she used to always wear, the what you was talking about earlier, the little lace front Jones. When I got with her, I was just like, what I mean? Let your head, be confident with who you are and what you got going on. God made you different for a reason. You might be A4, A5, whatever.
Right. 4Z. Don't matter.
But you got to be comfortable with who you are. Now, did you find all that information out on YouTube?
Yes, I did. So YouTube is just, if I need to learn how to do anything, I go to YouTube. So I found out all the information about going natural on YouTube. So I remember when I graduated college in 2014, I got my hair relaxed for graduation, but I was like, this is my last relaxer. And for about 14 months, I grew out my natural hair, didn't get any perms or nothing in it. I did keep it straight because, I had curly roots and straight relaxed hair. So
that boy match up.
So I used to straighten it or do different styles. I used to get braids, different things like that to help my hair blend until I was ready. And I remember going back to my accounting days. I was studying for the CPA exam, and I think I was trying to find anything to not study, anything to distract me. So I went in the bathroom and I was like, let me just cut one little piece in the back, cut the relaxer off just to see how the curl looked like by itself. So I did that, and then I did some more. Then I did some more.
So you got scissor happy.
Yeah. And then I got to the back. I couldn't see the back, so I got my friend Kiana, who was also my roommate at the time. I was like, can you cut? And I just cut it off. Oh. And I had 14 months of growth, so maybe 3 inches. It wasn't a lot of hair. It wasn't.
So how was your confidence level at that point?
I think I felt very free. I felt free. And the person I was dating at the time, he was very supportive. And I think that helped me. And then having friends around me that were natural. And I also noticed how fast my hair grew, the natural part. So I was like, my hair will grow in no time as long as I take care of it. So yeah, just one day in the bathroom, I just went ahead and started snipping, and it started from there.
So when you knew you had that 5-5 on YouTube, when you was like, man, shoot, everybody tapping in, what video was it that you knew this was something you should keep doing?
The video in particular. There's this video that I did.
Or situation. It ain't got to be a particular video or situation.
Well, to be quite honest, I had wanted to do it for a long time, but I kept thinking no one wants to watch me. There's so many people on YouTube. It's already saturated because I had wanted to do it ever since I found those 2 YouTubers in the beginning.
Right, inspiration.
And not even to make money or anything. It was more so I wanted to kind of share my journey because I watch other people's journeys. It inspired me, so I just wanted to share my journey. But then I was shy. Also didn't like the sound of my voice. Still kind of don't like it, but I'm getting used to it.
Get used to it.
And I don't know. A lot of times comparison is a thief of joy, and I was comparing myself to other people that were already on YouTube, and I was like, I can't be like them. But finally I was like, you know what, this might bring you the joy that you think it's going to bring you, so just go ahead and do it. And at first I was just doing it just to share information, but I think the one video that kind of gave me okay, people are actually watching you was this one temporary hair color video. So around that time, temporary hair color was big and popping.
Okay.
And so there are a few brands coming out with different types of temporary hair color, like a colored paste or a gel that you can just put in your hair. And so I ordered some and I compared 2 different brands, and then that video took off. And I think right now it's at 70, 80K.
So anybody out there watching, paying attention right now, if you have something to say or you have a thought or an idea, man, put it out, man.
Right.
Put it out. Put it in the street, see what the people gonna say. And even if the people don't even like it sometimes, man, just keep going.
Keep going.
If it's really in you, man, keep going. Don't let nobody deny you of who you are, right? All right, so this Quintessential Conversations, we are here with NJE. You know what I mean? The greatest hair specialist. Tap in, you know what I mean? But she ain't doing no taxes, you dig?
No. None. I don't even like doing my own.
What do you think about the world's climate right quick? You know what I mean? Where we at? You know what I mean? Stacey Abrams. I know you was a big Stacey Abrams fan. Where you think with this whole Stacey Abrams? How does Stacey Abrams win, and how does Herschel Walker get that? Have to go through another voting process. I just want to get your touch on that perspective, because this is where we at in the world right now.
Sadly, I don't think the world, especially the U.S., is ready for a black woman that embraces her blackness. They're not ready for it, and we saw that in the race, and her unfortunately, losing to Kemp. I think people just aren't ready for it, and which is sad. It's sad that we can't be who we are and try to be in, higher places like the government, local government, state government, U.S. government. Like it's really sad. It's sad because, especially with the women's rights, she's fighting for women's rights. But if you look at the numbers, most white women voted for Kemp. And that right there, that kind of, I'm not surprised, but at the same time, I was hoping for better.
And see, that's why I oftentimes like to touch on like how, sometimes you can be used in a plot and don't even understand that you're being used. You can sometimes just feel a part of it, and they can make you feel like you're a part of something, but in the real, actual situation, you're not really a part of the situation. And then sometimes, I think with things like that, when you see situations like that, plain as day, they be telling you that it's not the same. But, certain movements that happened in the past couldn't have happened without the black women in that particular movement, I believe, that they were used. And I pray that situations like this will help our ladies just wise up a little bit and understand y'all powerful. Y'all powerful, and y'all can make a lot of things work and a lot of things happen. And, y'all just got to stand up, be independent, you dig? So my wife is here.
Oh, hey,
since we were talking about curly hair.
You don't need to be independent. No, not that whole black girl.
Independent but still soft.
There we go.
Independent but soft.
Independent. She said independent but soft. You see, she had to come down here and make a.
She did, because I'm so sick of people saying, I'm a strong black woman. 86, that's all.
She said, all my strong black women just 86. All that. Babe, you might as well come on in.
Superhuman. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a superhuman. I cannot do it all. I need help.
Right. That is true. That is true.
But also don't let people, the same people that are using y'all in the instance, don't let them use y'all. That's what I was saying. Be more so independent and not with them. Y'all movement is great. When y'all click up and y'all do things together, as a unit, y'all make serious movements. The same way as if all of us really stuck together. That's why I always say in the whole situation, Willie Lynch, that was a big thing. To take a group of people and learn how to separate them just by their differences. All right, so Quintessential Conversations, NJE. Give me your social media one time before we get up out of here.
Yeah, so you can follow me on Instagram at NJ Eberhardt, and you can also follow me on YouTube, also NJ Eberhardt. I do, of course, natural hair content, dabble into a little bit of fashion as well, because I inherited that gene.
Oh
from
my
mama
Lord!
And my aunt.
Hold up, we can't get out of here without talking about that. I don't have to say where the fashion sense come from. You just told it, Aunt Jean. Oh, because ever since I was a youngin', shopaholic, and my mama gave me the key to Marshalls. in TJ Maxx when I was a young man, you know. So where did you know? So you into fashion now? You flipping it from hair to fashion?
Yeah, well, just trying to dabble into
Okay.
a lot of different things. Just reaching out to bigger audience because with my natural hair, it's mostly Black women
Yeah.
and some Black men who grow out their hair and they want to take care of it, but it's a smaller niche, and I definitely want to reach out to my people, right? But I also want to expand, and so fashion crosses across all races. So that's why I'm trying to dabble into. But my first passion is definitely hair, but just sprinkling a little bit of all kinds of content.
All kinds of content, man. Well, it's the brand building boss. This is what I do for fun and for the monies too. So if you need a podcast set up, as you see, we can get you straight, we can get you right, we can get you tight. You feel me? Hey, 470-210-EX, holla at me, nxwetrust.com. Leah May been recording the whole thing. JT been, he been trying to hold it down. We just trying to make good quality content. You know what I mean? This is the first of many Quintessential Conversations. NJE, I appreciate you, little sis.
I appreciate you too. Thank you for having me.
Man, we gonna do some more. You finna be on a podcast. You just don't know it yet.
I've been thinking about doing podcasts, but again, the voice thing. But my voice ain't that bad.
Nah, it ain't that bad, yo. So with that being said, we'll see y'all next week. Holla.
Bye.
My bad for my interruption. I didn't know y'all was right.
No, you're all good.